I'm out in the garden today, hunting for some carrots. Here's a little carrot stash. Carrot patch, I guess. And as you can see, we've already been mulling around in here trying to find ones that are large enough to pull. And we haven't liked a lot of things this year. I haven't really gotten too huge. Let's see. You can see the actual carrots coming out of the ground here. There's one. There we go. So, you just gotta feel around and get a sense of how deep they are. This one feels like a legit size, and it looks like it is too. I want to go check on our tomatoes. It's always a fun place to hang out. So yeah, pretty decent. Pretty decent sized plants this year. Didn't have a whole lot of room in here to fit them, really. These are tasty. Crikey. Beautiful, red, organic. Not sure what kind that is. Some kind of tomato. Check out the other side here. Okay. Just gonna look at this. Look at these. I gotta grab one of those, at least, maybe two. Might have to sneak two of them. They're beautiful. Cherry. Fresh off the vine, cherry tomatoes. Oh, that's gonna be tasty. I'm just gonna make my way in here somewhere. God. Like a monk amongst the green tomatoes here. They're my only companions for the moment. Oh, look at that one. I've never seen some kind of mutation like that before. You see that? Hold on a second. Look at this guy. What the heck? It's got a horn, man. I don't know if I want to eat that tomato. I don't know if I want to eat that tomato now. Especially when it turns red. This little horned red thing. That was so good. So I don't usually eat on camera. But just trying to make a point today. And share some ideas and a little update on my, health status lately. I don't know if you'd be able to hear this too well, but this is what a real carrot looks, smells, and tastes like, and sounds like. It's amazing. Super crispy. Not all dried out, not all rubber. And just pure sweet. So good. Real carrot. Garden grown. I'm just having a snack today because well, the main thing is I'm trying to fortify my immune system because I don't know, as you might be able to tell. I'm feeling a little cruddy the last few days. And I really shouldn't be eating this whole thing while I'm talking, because it's going to make for a very trivial, you know, that dead space thing. Dead air. So I'll set it aside for a second. Come back to you in a minute. It is now August, and man, just after, like the day after the puppet president announced the
Good afternoon.
FDA approval of, you know, the Pfizer. I just came down with like I just started feeling like, basically, like, pardon my French, but dog shit. And I don't know how else to describe it. But just really cruddy. And the weird thing was, well, we have another friend. I won't mention names, but she also came in contact with a recently medicated, because it's not really what they say it is it? Gene altered, potentially, individual. She came in contact with somebody, and wouldn't you know it, she's experiencing the same symptoms of cruddy throat, kind of congested, blocked up sinuses. Me in particular, the thing I noticed, and of course I did as well, a family member of ours, despite all the pleading, you know, succumbed to one of those nudges in the workplace. Primarily concern is to keep their jobs, but yeah, wouldn't you know it, shortly after we also started feeling some symptoms. And so this friend of ours, she had the stuffy nose, cruddy throat. Me in particular, these last couple of days, it's been a little stranger than a typical seasonal type of virus, because, you know, usually if you begin getting sick, you start feeling it in your sinuses and your throat, the back of your throat. This one particularly, I could feel pressure and just rawness and whatever. Just that crud feeling in the back, the far back of my, you know, sinuses, where it connects to my throat. What is that? Fauci would know the right word. Phalanx? I don't think. I think it's a Roman. Phalanx. I think that's like a Roman. The way they line up for war. Anyway, but this one in particular, this whatever it is that I'm fighting off, and that's what I'm doing. Make no mistake, I'm being proactive, because, let me finish my sentence. It manifests like right in my chest. I mean, what I mean by manifest is this kind of a tingly pressure, chest congestion kind of feeling. And that to me is a little bizarre, a little strange, for it to just be focused in that area so quickly. The reason I am, to pick up where I left off, my previous sentence, the reason I am being more proactive is, you know, I just think, you know, I've been listening to a lot of medical experts and exactly what is behind this rollout. And, you know, I am not, for any of you little content moderator Gestapos, I'm not making any claims at all, okay? Speculation. And, if you notice, I have not used any words to incriminate myself, so just bear that in mind. Because I've been dealing with this continual big tech censorship, and as the way I see it, they're pretty much complicit in denying people, their users, the informed consent for this experiment. So knowing all this and knowing, what has, the data that's been coming out on the effectiveness of these. I just come up with this on the spot because I'm trying to get a talk in parables these days. So the vipers, people who have been bit with vipers, and there is a den of vipers out there. Make no mistake. The guy that worked for Pfizer? No, the guy who worked for the FDA is now the head of Pfizer. So it's like this revolving door of corporatocracy or corporate fascism. Excuse me again. I'm just trying to inhale this goodness as quick as I can. Fresher the better. So this is why I'm making really weird faces, huh? This is why just had kind of a gut check, and we get too complacent too quickly, and I think that's partly how all the entertainment industry, and the continual flow, continual streaming of distractions from the media, just movies, Netflix, right now the fake news clowns aren't focusing on the biowarfare. They're focusing on the preseason football. And it's clownish because, after a while, and hopefully I'm not alone in this, there's hopefully more and more people out there that have woken up to all these lies, and they realize these things, that they are being conned, they are being misled, that there is a massive psyop, a psychological operation going on. And all this media, they just poured. I remember when the internet, relatively, I'm old enough to know before the internet was around, and I know when it was just kind of getting kicked off the ground, and it was like the thing to do, right? And some of the TV networks I know were kind of, soiling their britches, if that's the right phrase, because they knew everybody was hopping off of television because it's pathetic and it's completely controlled, and it's all, the dinosaur going extinct corporate news media is the most unreliable source of information out there, and all it is lies and agenda driven. So more and more people were looking online for information and for entertainment, and of course YouTube, right? In its infancy was, man, what a magical place. You could just say whatever you wanted to say. Just be you. You don't have to encrypt your words and speak in parables. Just to convey a message, because, and this is how is always the case, they let the free market, let freedom, which is the most popular concept humanity has ever known, right? Whoa, dude. That's a beast.
Good sign.
Nice. Not bad, not bad.
Not bad.
Organic russets. Look at that, how they're just right up on the edge of the hay straw, whatever.
So it's a good method.
I guess.
I just
Like
dug
pros.
the dirt slightly, put the potato in there, covered it, very fine amount of dirt over it, and then I just stacked a ton of straw. These are the last ones that I planted are on this end, so.
You'll be a potato eater soon enough. Potato eater peasant. Nice. Look at the color. Beauty. Oh shoot. Battery's almost dead. What a catch, potatoes. I tell you. Staples. Every peasant lifestyle. Doesn't take much to grow.
Very easy to grow. If you do it the straw method, it's so much easier to dig. It's not backward digging at all. It's just sitting here and everything's just coming apart. Put that in our soup tonight.
Yeah.
We're gonna have some lentil soup.
Lentil sloop.
Garden carrots and garden potatoes.
Better getting picking.
I'm running out of time, man. The sun's about to go down in about an hour. No, less than that. And then the freeze is going to be down in the 20s tonight.
And then the veggie purge begins. And it's not pretty.
It's not pretty when it gets that cold.
Those are pretty damp still.
Yeah, they are. But the soil's really dry. We haven't watered in forever. Look at that's just a lot.
Alright.
Okay, you gonna carry this thing?
Well,
Man, look at that.
that's a stash.
That is incredible.
Alright, I was curious, so I thought I'd just measure out how many pounds of potatoes we harvested this year. I know some people it might not be that much, but for us up here in the high Rockies, that was the most bountiful potato harvest that we've ever had. So, I'm all stoked to figure out how many pounds we got. 42 pounds. It's not too shabby. Those rookies. Rookie potato eaters. I mean, for high elevation, that's a pretty good harvest in my book. But, yeah, I'm sure there's other people doing more prolific farming than we are up here. But, you gotta start somewhere, right? Yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, this would last for for carbs, as carbs go, and we're trying to figure out how to store them. We heard put them in a tote with wood chips is one idea. Keep them from spoiling, and keep the critters off and all that. Cedar chips are best, of course, but maybe even pine chips. But yeah, keep them dry and aerated is the key. And out of the light, of course. So yeah, we gotta figure that out next, but not too bad. I mean, yeah, like I was saying, as carbs go, I mean, look at this thing. Holy, that'd keep you alive at least a day, right? So I mean, when it came down to it, supply shortages, food scarcity, things come crumbling down. Potatoes are a pretty good staple, and they would probably this many, 40 pounds, keep us alive for, I don't know, what do you think? A couple months, I'd hope. And hopefully you'd have something else to supplement your potato diet with, but hey, it's been proven from past history that human beings can stay alive through the winter on this stuff, so I wouldn't want to be the one to test that theory. But anyway, there they are. Not too shabby. Having a problem talking because my lips are a little cold, kind of icing up, but it's not that cold. But it's actually take a turn for the better. This weekend's supposed to be nice, so that's cool. Might still get some ripe tomatoes yet out of that greenhouse. Anyway, get all of those little cute ones, huh? Those are the tastiest right there. Not much to them, but tasty. Don't take much to cook either. Alright, so 42 pounds. Not too shabby. This year's potato harvest, there it is. Temperature's dropping. It's about to get cold. Y'all know I'm not one to brag or anything, right? But look at this. Still eating garden-grown tomato salsa in December. T-shirt weather in the Rockies. Like, life does not get better than this, right? Not to brag or anything, but